What's shaking, Chewie Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 18 half-hour only sniping video. I know it's been a while, but it's really because there hasn't really been much changes to the auction house. I haven't really noticed anything. Also, if you missed my gameplay video, which, one, I want to thank you guys so much. That was the best gameplay view-wise that I've had in a long time. I know I don't do a lot of gameplays, but they did way better than I was expecting, so thank you guys so much. We grinded for the OBJ. We went ahead and sold him. You guys said sell him. We sold him. So we have 3.2 million almost, plus we have a Brandon Graham up on the auction house that goes for close to 300,000. So we're well into like 3.45 after tax. So I would say we're doing all right. Here's the team that we're sporting. This is a sniping video, but I just want to show you. We definitely want to upgrade our offensive line, center, right guard, but feeling pretty good about the rest of the team there. And then on the defensive side, yeah, it's really good. You see what we did here with our defense. So I'm feeling really good. I hit a Marcus Peters in the Gauntlet Unleashed solos that I did since they unlocked. You were allowed to do them right now. So I went ahead and did them. If you haven't done the Gauntlet Unleashed, you can do it right now. You don't have to wait till the weekend for whatever reason. They messed that up. But yeah, here we are. We're going to do team by team. The auction house hasn't changed much, but I do want to get a sniping video out for you guys. There's other filters you can do. One I was trying on stream was, which you guys suggested, 31 to 40. And then going through cap value 31 to 40, going through the chemistries. That's a really good high-valued filter. And there's several others as well. I mean, you can simply just do like 88 to 89s and refresh, which, you know, is not really my style. But there is a lot of things you can do to be successful there. We'll go ahead and grab this fairly. But I prefer this type of stuff because it's so consistent. You will see that you can get these cards pretty much at any time. So we just grabbed a fairly here that goes for at least 9, about 95. So you just see we got them for 6,000. So it's so consistent. That's 2,500 coins. You can get that anytime, which you guys can tell. The stuff sells. The stuff sells for sure. So definitely make sure to overprice. I keep stressing that. A lot of people can do it. It works on PlayStation, works on Xbox. I know I'm not on PlayStation yet, but I'll go ahead and tell you I went ahead and made the purchase. It will be coming in the mail. I bought it online because it was way cheaper, and I'm all about saving money. Is that a good deal on Woodson? I feel like that will sell. I'll go ahead and buy it. I'll go ahead and buy it. But that might not have been like a great deal. Probably only make like 1,000 off of it. But it's such a good card. The Woodsons just play well. All the Legends play really well this year. That I think it's a good call. Oh wow, good overpricing target. I think I can sell this for 12.5. So yeah, it's a really good. So that was a good deal. Make sure to use Mutthead. Use Mutthead. You can make a lot of coins. Of course, the reason I know these prices, I am on the auction house a lot, but a lot of people ask, like, there's no way, like, I can know all those prices. The reason I know the prices is not so much that I know every price. Okay, that because of the new Cameron Hayward, that really dropped. All the cards that got 86s, those values have dropped quite a lot. But it's not so much that I know the prices for each card. I know the prices for like each position. So like corners, like those I know like elite corners, like 80, 81s go for like 5K. So if I see one up for 4K, I'm guessing usually you can overprice about 1,000 or 2,000. So I know that if I see a corner up for 4,000, I can probably go ahead and sell it for like 5,500, 6,000, like pretty consistently. So it's not so much that I need to know like every card. It's more that I know every position. Based on so it's really a lot less that you have to know. Of course, there's some players that go for a lot more because they're really good players, but for the most part, every overall, the different overalls go for about the same. So I could maybe buy that Stewart, but I'm deciding not to. So 80, 81s, not even position, like generally just overalls as well, go for like a certain price. So that's how 80 overalls are generally like 5,000 and under. So if you see one up for 4,000, you can buy it and probably easily sell it for mid-5s to 6,000 really easily. 81s, maybe like 1,000 or a couple thousand more. It's really just being on the auction house and seeing those sort of trends. You don't have to know the price of every single card. I know that's something that I seem to I get that question a lot, and it's definitely not something. Don't feel like too overwhelmed. Like all you gotta do is really, if you even look on Mutthead, which I know I always stress Mutthead, but if you look at like running backs, like 80 overall running backs, just look at their prices, you'll see that they're all kind of the same. So like you think that I know all these prices, like Jeremy Hill and I'm trying to think of other running backs, Carlos Hyde and Giovanni Bernard, all these running backs that are you know, around that 5 to 6K, like how does he know like what? But you see, they're all around the same price. There's no question. Like they're all around like that between the same around the same price. So I don't know where I was going with that, but really the main point is that you don't have to know every single card value, and that's why I can go through it rather quickly and be like, yeah, that's not a good deal, yeah, that's a good deal, and so forth. Of course, you have those outstanding individuals like Rod Woodson that goes for a lot more than the general one because he's a really good card legend that plays well. So there's always those outliers like that, but that's basically how I go about the auction house. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys that are struggling to snipe. I've got requests to make new sniping videos. Let's check out Janikowski. I have no idea what he goes for, so I'm going to check it out. Is that a good deal? Oh, I guess I'll buy it. I actually don't know if it's a good deal, but I did. Sebastian Janikowski, but it looks good. 42, 40, 40. Okay, so they're all selling for at least 40. I mean, there's a couple light under 40, but I know I can easily sell for 40. But it looks like there's something even sold for more. So let's just go 41. Pretty happy with that purchase. Okay, 41 it is. Hopefully somebody undercuts it. No, that's always fun when people undercut your good deal. That's something that I always enjoy. Also, you guys really like the University of Findlay shirt, so I went ahead and popped it out. It was crazy to see how many people are from the area. That's where I grew up. So still in Ohio, but if you know the area, that's pretty awesome. People that have been to Findlay, people that are around Findlay, that was pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. Obviously, Big Ben graduated from that high school before me. He's much older than I am, but yeah. Okay. All right. We got to be a little careful here because we are on kind of the edge. More cards are starting to go on the auction house. So if you're playing like later at night when there's more people on, you'll have to switch it to all offense or all defense. I should have mentioned that before. If you're doing team by team, you could do it now too. If you're like worried that there's too many cards up, like these Vikings. Okay. So it looks like there might be too many. They're all at 57. You're like, oh crap, is there too many cards up? It looks that way, but no. So what I mean by too many cards up, I'm just meaning you're not seeing the newest cards. You're seeing cards that are put up that have been up for at least a couple minutes. If the card's been up for a few minutes, then you're not going to probably get any good snipes because people are using different filters that are seeing those cards. And yeah, if they were a good deal, they would have already bought them. So not saying there's not good deals for cards that have been up for a few minutes, but generally the best deals you need to be on top of that like right away. So I just keep that in mind as you are sniping, that you really have to keep an eye on the filter just to make sure you're seeing the newest cards, which I have to watch out because I'm right on the edge on some of these teams. So also while I'm recording this, there is no team of the week as of now. I don't think it will be released today given the power. They just got power not that long ago. So I'm doubting that the team of the week is released today. This video goes live. But if it is, that will obviously influence prices a little bit on some cards. And obviously they're not going to be on the auction house if they're not released. That's the big thing. So if you're wondering why those weren't there or why a certain team is like flooded, because you know they're going to have like a 80 overall elite like Marshawn Lattimore that just like floods the Saints. Same thing, it will happen this week as well. So because of the power, obviously it's delayed on Team of the Week, which is understandable. You don't have power. That's the least concerning. Like it's just a video game. We can wait a few days for sure, but hopefully everybody's safe. Everybody stayed safe. If you were down in that area, that's obviously really scary. I don't know. I watched a lot of coverage. I haven't watched any of the aftermath, so I'm not exactly sure how bad it was compared to what they were expecting. But obviously it was bad. It was very bad. All right, come on. Come on, come on. McCaffrey for 19. That looks like a good deal. Let's see. So these were 29. I saw those. If you noticed, what was really cool about that was there was two. I actually think I could sell this for 30. There was two right next to it that were up for 29, around 29. So the fact that there was one at 19 was like, okay, what's the odds that 2 people put it for 29, and then the other person puts it up for... was there another? Oh, that Peppers for 5 looks kind of enticing. Is that a good deal? 59? Yeah, it's a good deal. Yeah, well, this isn't going to make too much here, but we'll still take it. 6,500. That's not even 1,000 coins. Almost a waste of my time, maybe. But yeah, so that gives you an idea. And honestly, if it's worth like 22, like you're probably going to be able to overprice and get your coins back anyway if you're worried about that. So that's the good thing about sniping like lower price cards. There really is no risk. If you want to look it up first, obviously I would have missed that, I'm sure, because that was a really good deal. But if you want to look it up first, for sure, do that, and then now you know. Like, it's not that big a deal if you miss one card. But, like that sort of card, you know, we're making, you know, 8K, which obviously is really good, but you learn. But it really just comes, that sort of hit comes from just knowing the auction house. Obviously, or a bit knowing the prices. That one's kind of hard not to know ahead of time because it's a team of the week. Those are going to be oddly priced. They're not going to fit the mold of, you know, that overall. How much does it usually go for? Because it's in the promo, we get a great card out of it. So all the prices get changed based on that, of course. So really, though, when it comes down to it, what you need to know is like 80, 81s go for, you know, like 5 to 6, depending on the position. But most of the time, go for around 5 to 6,000 generally. And then just try to figure out exactly what prices go for. I mean, you could easily find out. Just look on Muthead and type in either just 80 overalls and see what they go for on Muthead prices page. Like you can actually, oh, you don't have not even the prices page, just the Muthead searching the players. So you can go on and just type in 80 overall, 80 to 80, and just look at what their prices are. You'll see they're all like around the same price, 81s, 82s. So really, you don't even have to know prices. The only thing you need to know prices really on, I mean, you need to know like that basic price for that overall. But the only thing you really need to know is like the promos, like how much they go for. Because those are obviously going to vary. There's no way to, there's not like an easy way to remember that besides just getting on and I knew like that McCaffrey. Like this Reddick here obviously doesn't fit the same mold. He's around 15 to 17K. But he doesn't fit the mold of, okay, that middle linebacker usually goes for like 8, 9, 10K. That overall, so yeah, hopefully that helps. I don't know. I'm trying, guys. Definitely. But we've had some good hits. I'm happy with the way this has went so far. 9,000 for Scandrick. I don't think that's a good deal. I think that's an okay price, a fair price. Of course, hopefully I don't mess up. Chris Long, 4,000. You guys make fun of me. Yeah, we'll buy that. See, that's the card I should have automatically bought. 4,000, you can almost sell every elite for like 5,500 at the minimum. So that's 1,000 coins almost. So I'll just put it up for 55. That's 1,000 coins. Like, oh, Janikowski sold. That's sweet. It was 3,000 there. But yeah, that's one that you can almost always sell. You could buy this Ertz if you want, but you see, you could probably sell it for high 5s. But there's one up for 5 that's been up for a while, so that's kind of like, eh. Ooh, 4,000. See, like this sort of thing. Like you can buy these at all. Like any elites for 4,000, or even you can go a little bit higher. Almost every single elite. I mean, very few you can't sell for like 5,500 to 5,700. It's basically you can just assume that is the case right now as you're watching this. So keep that in mind. Of course, that will change. It will keep going down as the year goes on. But right now, that's what we're seeing. 54. Oh, okay. 54, 55, and a 57, but then there's a jump to 74. So I don't know why this card right here goes for more. I don't know. Like, is it a really good card? I don't know. I've never really looked at it, but it always seems to sell for like 7 for me. I never really understood it. But like, you could buy. I'm just gonna buy this one too. I'm going to put this one up for... I'm going to look it up. Let's actually see what they're selling for. And by us, I'm just saying me, and I'm going to tell you. Okay, so... Let's see. Obviously more on PlayStation, but... Because PlayStation prices are more. Looks like 79, 73, mid-5s, obviously, because that's what it's got for. High 6s. And 79 is the most I see. Let's actually just put up for 79. We'll see if it sells. Obviously, you can tell what they sold for, but we'll see. If it doesn't sell, obviously, I'll just drop it for a little bit less, but interested to see if that does sell. Good chance it probably will. Good chance. But yeah, that's basically how it works. I mean, I feel like I'm repeating myself. So let's talk about something else. Okay, let's talk about. I don't think I put this really in a video. This past weekend. I know it's later in the week, but man, it was a rough weekend for my sports teams. I am a Buckeyes fan, so Saturday they did not look good. Granted, I'm not too concerned about the Buckeyes as it's easy to rebound. It's early in the year. I think they'll be fine. I don't think that's good deal on Crabtree. But yeah, I think they'll be fine. I'm a little concerned. It's concerning, but it was bigger. It was a bigger deal for the SEC than it was for. I gotta check out Maurice Alexander. I'm assuming he's fallen since he has the 30. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna touch that. You see the 30,000 one's been up for almost the full time, so that's usually a sign like that's about as much as you can probably get out of it. But it's a little concerning. But it meant a lot more, I think, for the Big 12 than it did for the Big 10 and Ohio State. So props to Oklahoma that they are winning. But I think the Big 10 overall has been decent this year. So I'm okay with that. Obviously I wish it went better. Is this a good deal on Peterson? 24. I think I can sell this. I sold. It's probably like you got to sell it. Okay, so you got to think if you sell it for 23. Like 22.5-ish, you get your coins back. So anything more than that, you make profit. So I'm going to try to sell it for 24.5. The reason I'm doing this is because I sold one yesterday from when I'm recording this for that price. So pretty sure I can sell it. But it's definitely one that you just kind of is a field sort of thing. Or you can look on Mutthead, of course. That one you probably could have looked on Mutthead before it was gone. I don't know. But yeah, so Ohio State, obviously, that was rough. And then the Houston Texans, which I'm on right now, of course. Is there too many cards up here? No. Okay, good. The Houston Texans, of course. Oh, just so you guys know, when I'm looking to see if there's too many cards, I think I skip over that. I just hit the X button or square on PlayStation and see that the oldest cards, so I'm now looking at oldest instead of newest, have been up for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So they've been up for over an hour, which is what I want to see. If they are up for, like, the oldest cards are up for, like, 25 minutes, that's bad. Because that means you're not seeing any new cards. I was not even paying attention to that filter. I hope I didn't miss anything there. But yeah, so the Houston Texans, they looked really bad. The only good thing is I don't think the division's that good. That's the positive. I don't know how good the Jaguars will be. They obviously, I mean, they don't really have a quarterback, but I don't know. Jaguars, and I think Tennessee is probably the best team in the division. And obviously the Colts are terrible. So, I don't know. I thought Houston was a playoff team, honestly, with that defense, but after just 1 week, seeing how bad the offensive line is, got a couple injuries too. I mean, it doesn't look good. So, I don't want to throw in the towel after 1 week. My wife and I want to go down to Houston, go to a game this year, which I think we plan on doing. So I'm not giving up. Like I'm gonna go to a game. I'm gonna root them on. But man, that was bad. I think now it's time to let Deshaun Watson see what he can do with a terrible offensive line. Absolutely terrible offensive line. And there's a couple injuries too. So it's bad. It's bad. I just want to make sure, if you're wondering what I'm looking at right now, make sure I'm not, there's no like Team of the Week information, because that would be cool if I could announce that on while I'm doing this, so you guys can at least understand, like, it would be nice if it actually dropped, but during my video. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. We haven't heard anything, and it's well past time that they usually drop content, so I don't think we're going to see it. So it'll probably be Thursday that they drop it. Which is okay. Again, they just got power, you know? It's no big deal. It's not like they drop a whole lot of content right now anyway. We're kind of in a dead time of Madden, so... And by dead time, I know it's brand new, but like there's not a whole lot of content coming out at the beginning of the year. I always thought that was weird, but... I mean, Team Leaders was a huge content drop, so... yeah. Rodney Harrison at 10. I don't think that's a good deal. I don't know. No. It's a good card, honestly. But if you have Twitch Prime, you get it for free. So, you know. Do I buy this white? Like, it looks like it's a good deal. I'm going to try it. Like, looking at the cheapest ones, I'm going to try it. This is going against, like, what I think they usually sell for. But I'm going to say that I can sell this for 65. We'll see. We'll see. I really want to see the thing come up that I sold Brandon Graham, but if it doesn't sell right away, I'm pretty confident. I paid a little over 200 for it. I'm pretty confident I'm going to make a nice penny on that one. So I think we'll be okay. All right, we've still got about 10 minutes to see what we can do. We've honestly done pretty well, I think. That's why I like this sort of filter, because it just seems like there's, you know, so much. Like, Swearinger at 24? No. I see what I was looking for. I see the one for 29. So I'm like, maybe. But then I look down and I see one for 26. So obviously, it's not a great deal. At least that's how I reason through my mind what's a good deal and what's not. If that makes sense, I hope it does. I hope it does. But yeah, the team leaders definitely dropped. Definitely dropped the 84 overalls. The 84s took probably the biggest hit of all. The garbage elites, the 80 overall ones, they didn't take much hit at all. And honestly, better than 86s didn't really go down at all. So it really was just like the 84s and 85s, I think, that took the big hit. We'll look up Mr. Ray. I didn't think so. But yeah, that's about it. Not a whole lot of bills. That's crazy. No bills. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Oh man, I gotta start grinding again on the ladder. I don't like to play in the morning as much because I feel like you play like the diehard people that probably are gonna be really good. I don't know if that's the case because I usually don't play in the morning, but what I do, I usually play in the evening. But I feel like you play like it takes like longer to get a game. And you're like, oh great, these people are probably like that take this game like so seriously. I've been playing well. I need to qualify for Weekend League still. I haven't touched that much. I played one game. I need to qualify for Weekend League, which I plan on doing. I didn't even touch Weekend League over the weekend. So hopefully you guys did well. I personally didn't touch it. I was grinding OBJ. So I was like, you know what, I want to get this done. And I did. But I sacrificed Weekend League, which was honestly fine because I'm not that good. So... But when I got a good team now, which is a pretty solid team, I would say above average probably, right? I think I can compete. No money spent too. You know, that's the thing. You don't need to spend money in the game. Of course, honestly, I would have to say I think I've sniped less this year than I've done any other year. 6,100? Nah. But yeah, I would say I've sniped less this year than any other year before. Which probably tells you how much I play. But I play a decent amount. But honestly, I don't feel like I really sniped that much at the beginning of last year. I mean, the beginning of this year, really. I don't think so. Like, I make my videos, I do my streams, but I don't do a lot of whole stuff off camera. Just enough to learn the prices a little bit, but not too much off camera. So, definitely. And now, obviously, I've just been on Xbox. I will get on PlayStation soon. We'll see if that picks up then, because obviously I got to build some sort of coinage at the beginning of the PlayStation run. I don't know if I'll use it much more than just sniping videos, but we'll see. We shall see. And maybe some collabs for people on PlayStation. I don't really have a preference either side on PlayStation or Xbox. Honestly, Xbox had EA Access. That's why I went Xbox. That's about it. I already started working on a team, so I went with Xbox. I'm kind of indifferent. It doesn't matter to me which one. I don't think there's... I originally got Xbox with the Battlefield bundle, actually, so it wasn't having anything to do with Madden. I got Battlefield on it. Eventually got Madden for it for Christmas, but yeah. But we haven't hit anything in a while. You know, that's not really fun. Come on. Bears. We got it. We got about 5 minutes. Maybe we'll go for some big snipes here at the end. Okay, so I feel pretty good about how many things we hit. We obviously, the last 5 minutes have been kind of dry, but let's see. So what you can do is you can go nice cap value, 31 to 40, which is pretty solid. There's not too many cards up, so we'll see. We'll see what happens here. This, I think, works better. It works better when there's more people on. Giovanni Bernard. But this is actually really full. I think this is pretty solid. Tevin Coleman. You see, like, the newest cards being put up. Like, these are really good cards. Cards that go for a nice amount. So there's definitely something to be said about this filter. It's really solid. I usually like more than this for how many cards are being put up, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I usually like more options as well, because I like to see a lot of cards, like a ton of cards. I want to see low price cards, high price cards. That's why I like team by team. But this is pretty good. All right, come on. You could also put a letter in if you want to, and you're like, why would you put a letter in? That's a good question. I'm gonna look up this moon. Not that I think it's a good deal. Okay, it might be a good deal. I was thinking it might be worth like 300K. It is worth 300. There's one up for 2. Man, it never sells. I don't know. I think it was a good deal. I probably should have bought that. That was okay. It's not like a fantastic deal where I'm going to kick myself too much, but that was an interesting price. A very interesting price. Rod Woodson. Got a few minutes. Come on, Kelvin. I got a better Kelvin, so no. I decided to go Kelvin and not Bradbury. That's probably the one that I probably should have switched. The reason I went with Kelvin is because I didn't really like a whole lot of wide receivers, and I liked a lot of corners. But then I realized after I made my team, well, not after I made my team, I realized this well before that, but that I didn't want to do AFC anymore because I was so drained on the NFC. So then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do NFC. So I'm kind of stuck with, like, I plan on getting a couple offensive linemen from the AFC. I plan on getting a couple corners from the AFC. And now it's like, do I even want to do that? Like, is it worth it? Probably not. If I'm not going to do all of them to get Khalil Mack, it seems like it's probably not worth it. I'm going to see if they put that card up, the Warren Moon. They haven't put it up, so maybe they were just happy with that price. I'm not sure. Of 247. Rodney Harrison. All right, come on, let's get something. Couple minutes. Come on. Jordan Howard. Stephon Diggs. I'm kind of excited for the colder weather, and I like summer, I do. But in my office, we'll call it, in the office, it gets so hot. Like right now, it's so hot, especially without the AC on, which generally I don't like it on, especially when unless I'm streaming, because you can pick it up on the mic. And I don't really know how to fix that, if I can really do much about that. So I just kind of go with it. But when I'm obviously recording, I want to make sure the quality is as good as it can be. And it gets so stinking hot. I'm ready for it to be a little colder. 5,000? No. A little bit colder, not too cold. I live right along the lake. It's gonna be so cold. I'm not looking forward to that. It's gonna be a little bit a little cold. It's already getting kind of chilly out, which is already a little scary because this is supposed to be a decently warm out. All right. Okay, we're gonna go through this one more time. Marshall Faulk. I don't think that's a good deal, but I will check it out because I actually have no idea. 26. Yeah, okay, not a good deal. Dang. If they would have put an Andrew Luck up for like 24 hours right there, I would have been on top of that. They didn't. I wanted to see. They still haven't put that Warren Moon, so they might just be keeping it. Interesting. I always feel like when people get like prices like that, they're always that it sells that fast that people are going to try to flip it. Like they're not trying to buy the card. Come on. Come on, come on. This I kind of like this filter though. I really do. Overall, I think it's a really strong filter. Just obviously is. You're going to have, you know, 20, 30-minute stretches are probably not hitting much, but it is pretty good. Team by team still really good. Ugh, okay. We got a lot of stuff on the auction house. That's not bad. What sold? Ooh, McCaffrey already sold. That's great. 30. So I'm glad I overpriced him. So that was 8K right there. So that's pretty good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. I apologize. There hasn't been a whole lot of sniping videos. Obviously, a lot of sniping streams, but not as many sniping videos because I'm waiting for some big change, and I haven't really seen it. Like all offense, all defense, elite, team by team, still really good. Salary cap, running through salary caps, still really good. Just doing overalls, 88 to 89, going through 991. Maybe throwing in a letter for some stuff as well. You could do team by team with a letter. Like it really hasn't changed. So I hope you guys did. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you want to see more sniping, let me know. Obviously, I didn't have that huge snipe that I wanted in this video, but McCaffrey I think might have been the best with 8K. Was that the best? Yeah, I think that was okay though. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are absolutely incredible. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma out.
I know that's that. I know that. God save me, he hold it.